airport. I have a layover to San Juan. I thought I would start off the vlog here. I'm gonna flip the camera around so you guys can see the airport a little bit. So I thought I would start off the vlog here. Like I said, I'm on my way to San Juan. I wasn't supposed to have a very long layover, and then my flight got delayed. So that gave me some time to eat lunch and start this vlog. So this is not a very busy area of the airport, which is kind of nice for vlogging. Last night I did not sleep because my flight was at 5 a.m. so I had to get to the airport at around 3 or 3:30 a.m. which I did that. So of course I was procrastinating, and then I just packed until 2:30 a.m. and then I went to the airport. Oh, this is actually really nice. I found a really yummy salmon salad past the fast food. Hey y'all, I just got into the Airbnb. I'm a little bit rushed because I just Ubered over here. My friends are at dinner, so I want to pack a little J for myself before I eat and run over there as fast as I can. I think this is such a cute Airbnb, and then when I found that they had water prepared for me in like a filtration thing in the fridge, they have a sink. I could have just like helped myself to water from the sink, but for some reason when I saw the picture of water in the fridge, I was like, this is the best place ever. And I had the same reaction when I was on the cruise, and on the first day they gave me a fruit plate when I came back to my room. I'm like really weird like that. If you want to make me happy, surprise me with food or a drink on a plate or in a glass when I come back to my room, and that will make me very pleased, apparently. Very easy to please. So yeah, I'm just gonna pack this, and then when I'm walking over, I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of what we have going over here. It's a different in the neighborhood at night than in the day, but yeah, I'll show you guys a little bit of the walk over, and then when I get to the restaurant, I want to show you guys me seeing my friends for the first time in a while. That's always fun when there's a reunion. And then after the last video of everything I ate on that cruise, that you guys liked that apparently, so I'm gonna do that again. I'm gonna do everything I ate on this trip. Not starting with the pretzels on the plane. That would be anticlimactic. Hi. So good to see you in person.
You look wonderful.
You too. Hi guys, so I just woke up and I'm making some coffee, and while I'm making this coffee I wanted to give you guys this tour of the Airbnb and catch you guys up on the trip. So I've been here for 3 nights, and every night I passed out. The first 2 nights I was so exhausted I passed out. We partied pretty well. We did a good job partying, and I passed out when I got home. And then last night I finally was going to charge my phone, and then there was liquid in the cable connector. Sorry, I literally just woke up. Yeah, so then I didn't charge my phone again last night. So this whole time my phone's been on like around 20%. I think yesterday I did charge it in the morning a little bit. Or I went back to my place when I went and met everyone up for breakfast. Then they went to the beach, and instead of going back to my place and like changing and going to the beach, I was like, I need to go get organized. And I put all my stuff away. So I charged my phone a little bit during that. So then I had like at least 50% after that. But yeah, so I haven't done the best job vlogging, but now I'm really glad I have 10 days here. So we are from the 13th until the 22nd. So that's really good. So I have more chances. We went to the street party, and that was like, wow. I was kicking myself in the butt for not filming that the most. That was crazy because I needed to keep some battery left on my phone to call the Uber at the end of the night, or in case there was like an emergency. So yeah, that's the phone situation. I'm gonna give you guys the tour now. Okay, so this is the front door of my place. I've already filmed like letting myself in. There's this cute little sitting area here, which all the families in this neighborhood have this little like porch area that they hang out on. So I feel super authentic at this place, like I'm really getting the locals experience. So then we have this like little seating area when we walk in. I love the floors, and I really love this place. So I love like all the little flaws. I love the interior design. I think this place is awesome. So we have the sitting area, the kitchenette with the contemporary modern design in here. There's not a lot of storage, but I figured it out. So I did my clothes on that bench and everything. Okay, then we have this bed. So each night I'm figuring out how to be more comfortable. So at first it was freezing, so I turned off the AC. Then I was like sweating, so now I turned on the AC a little bit. But I need to close this blind because I'm like avoiding this big yellow light when the sun comes up. So yeah, I should probably close the blinds when I sleep. But like I said, I did sleep like 14 hours last night. So yeah, this is my rolling station here. Over here, we have another outdoor area with a hammock. The hammock's freaking awesome. I love it. I love hammocks. Then there's the neighbor's place. So I think that the nicer area is closer to the beach, and I'm like less than a 10-minute walk from the beach, but it's still a little bit inland, south of the main street. I don't know. Like I said, I feel like it's super authentic. I'm sure both are good options. And I got it really cheap too. Like 120 bucks a night or something. Okay, so I hung up my long stuff here. I moved one of the bedside tables here. Let me show you guys the whole room. This is a really awesome room, actually. Here, what's the best angle to film this interior? Okay, so you're walking in, there's this, it's like this, okay. Really high ceilings. And then there's the shower. I friggin' love this shower. You're outside, there's lizards, there's rain, there's sunshine, there's stars. You're just out there with the little plants and the little lizards and the little worms. Yeah, that's a really fun feature of this property. There's nothing that brings you into the present moment like taking a shower and seeing the stars at the same time. I love that. So yeah, then we have this. Okay, someone has really amazing taste. I forget which artist made this, but I know this is a famous piece of art. Okay, so then I moved the towel down so all the towels are consolidated, and then I did my cosmetics there. Last night I was washing some of my clothes with these Tide to Go like sink packets. So I was like washing my clothes in the shower and hung them to dry. That's a nice little tip. Bring tied in your sink packets and use them in the shower. That's super easy if you need that. Yep, and then a lot of people do this, but I just put my dirty clothes in the luggage. That way it's kind of like in there. Probably, so it sounds like this is done. I'm gonna pour this. That's pretty much the tour of the whole place. Now I want to go around and do some more details, and I want to talk about some stories of what's happened so far. With the French press, you gotta let it sit. You gotta wait. Don't push it down right away. Okay, while the coffee is steeping, I'm gonna tell you guys this funny story with this dating advice from yesterday. So, when I was on this cruise, I hooked up with this guy back in September. And before that, I had been celibate pretty much for over a year, if you don't count kissing, but for almost a year, if you do count kissing. Being single on this trip, I'm talking about it like everyone else is pretty much in a couple except for 2 people, and then like one of the people came with her sister, or like sister-in-law. So only like really one other person single on the trip. And we're talking about like, oh, are we gonna meet someone? The other person who's single on the trip is like a very high achieving woman. She's actually like an anchor woman on TV. So that is just like, wow. Like she literally had men, like one man after the next, like they're like lining up to just spend time with her. So I was kind of like asking her for advice, and then the guy who I hooked up with on the cruise, the only guy I've hooked up with since my baby daddy, kept coming up. And then I think on the last day when we went to breakfast before like we all went back and they went to the beach or whatever, I unpacked, then we met back up and hung out for the rest of the night. It was kind of like raining, so we just hung out at the Airbnb and we were playing games and just like being silly and stuff. I told her like the guy said he doesn't want anything serious. I still think about him every day. I don't know if I can handle hooking up with someone again. Like I think by the end of, then she started giving me advice, like, because I had mentioned it like every day. Something come up where it's like, oh, I texted him a couple times and yeah, he didn't text back. She's like, delete his number. And she's actually the second person to tell me that when I told someone else, like, oh, I texted him a couple times and he didn't text back. Now I can't text him like a third time or whatever. And she's the second person. They don't know each other. They live on like different coasts. They've never met each other, and they both told me like delete his number. So then I was like, we're sitting all at brunch with like everyone there. So there's the birthday boy, his boyfriend, the sisters-in-law from Florida and Boston, and then the anchor woman and me. So the anchor woman gives me a freaking news flash. So at first I'm like, well, I was gonna wait until my renovation's done and invite him up. And then literally everyone at the table was like, no. They were all like, no, all at the same time. And I was like, that's when something clicked for me. I'm so dumb. Oh my God. I have such terrible taste, you guys. And I can always pick out the most expensive blah 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 in the store, but when it comes to guys, like dating, I have the worst taste. It literally takes everyone screaming at me multiple times to freaking catch a clue. So then she's like, you need to delete his shit. Like he's not treating you right. Like, you know, like I said, oh, well, he said we could talk and be friends, and he didn't text me back. She's like, yeah, right. A friend would text you like, oh, how are you doing? Are you doing well? So yeah, that's just some dating advice for you guys. If there's a guy who's not texting you back, don't invite him into your home. Or that goes for girls too. If there's someone who's not like responding to, who's kind of like being unresponsive, irresponsible with your friendship, then don't invite them into your home. I knew in the bottom of my heart that she's right, and I had to I just missed him, and I had to delete his number and his shit off of the social because it was making me sad. The anchor woman, when I started telling the story, she kind of knew what I was saying, like, before I even finished saying it. Like, I was celibate, then I had sex with a guy, and she's like, yeah, and then after that, you, like, it broke the seal, and you, like, then you need more or whatever. Like, maybe kind of, it ruined that, like, headspace you're in, where you're, like, then you're focused on sex instead of, like, whatever else the hell you have to do. Then I'm gonna go back to vacation topics after this, guys. Okay. Buenos. It is Wednesday. So let's see, I got here Friday night, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So it's my 5th day here and I'm gonna vlog the shit out of this day. I don't have any excuses. My phone's charged for the first time. I'm waiting for the bell because I like the bell sounds. I really like bells. I wanted to get that on camera. That was good timing. Oh, it's supposed to be at my friend's place. So they said they made me some coffee. I don't know where to find a coffee to go here. And then we're gonna go to the old city, which we were at night. Is very beautiful. So I'm really excited to see it during the day. We're gonna have lunch al fresco. I'm finding out the urge to fuck with you guys. Oh, Lemon! Hey! I'm wearing shorts. I forget what it's called. It's cute.
I'm in the Caribbean, Julian. I know.
I was conceived in the Caribbean.
There you go. You're so Caribbean.
I feel it. There's something special about it. I love these little donut stands. I have to have a donut while I'm here.
Donut?
Yeah, there was a donut stand at the other. Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go.
Cheers, y'all. The moment.
So that his paws are like up here. Yeah.
Whoa. Oh my gosh, he's taller than you. He likes to be like at the highest point. My son is like that. Hola, chicos. We're getting ready to go to a yoga class. I had some extra time because first the yoga class was going to be at 8 and then we moved it to 9. So I had a lot of extra time this morning because I got ready and came over here like an hour early because I thought it was going to be at 8. So that was actually really chill because I got to have my coffee, as you could probably tell. I wanted to tell you guys about like what's going on in my life. Basically, like after the cruise, I took it this past fall. I felt great. I'm feeling great now. Like there's multiple layers to ourselves, and like I'm almost always in touch with that part of myself that's eternal. And I have like a very, I think that's kind of why I seem like aloof, is because I'm really in touch with just like a greater perspective most of the time. Not all the time, but most, I think good amount of the time. So anyway, after the cruise, I realized like I needed to hire an assistant, which is something I've been putting off because it's like really expensive. My financial managers, like first they're supposed to switch over in October, then they're supposed to happen in January. My financial managers have not switched over yet. So last email I sent, I said, what do you need me to do? Sue you guys? And I've had my attorney threaten to sue them on my behalf, but I think sending that email helped a little bit because then Wells Fargo asked my attorney, oh, well, what do you need? So I have a call with my attorney, I think the day I get back. So I think it's like the 23rd. I have a call with her. I've just been so overwhelmed. I missed 2 appointments when I left town because I didn't even have time to cancel them. Like I hardly have time to cook. I always eat out. So I just know like I really reached like the bandwidth, like especially since I moved, like that was really destabilizing for me in November. I stopped working out. Like obviously I'm not proud of this. Like I'm saying it like I need to like get back. I need to get my life together. Like I need to go to like a new workout studio. There's one across the street. There's other ones in my neighborhood. I really needed this vacation because I'm just like pretty much tired out all the time and just like keeping it together, like trying to keep the bare minimum for like of standards of like trying not to let our standard of living slip, like for Lance and me to slip way down too low. Like I still got us a Christmas tree. It's more like for Lance, like because for me I just feel tired all the time. I want to make a whole sit down talk video about like what's happened with me in Wells Fargo throughout my life and like what it's actually been like for me having a trust fund, how it's been a completely mixed blessing. Obviously, like I'm grateful, and it's just a lot more complicated than the like media makes it out. My life's been a little bit of a mess, but I'm kind of just keeping it going in the right direction. But I'm feeling like a little bit stuck this past fall, so that's basically the gist of it. I gotta go to yoga now, so I want to like update you guys more and like be a lot more like forthcoming because I feel like I just stopped uploading, but I've always been like working on videos. Okay, I'll be right there. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Hola! Do you want to do my YouTube video?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, you're gonna begin.
I love this.
Yeah, but it closes.
Oh, I see.
Cheers, y'all! Feliz cumpleaños, Stevie! Cheers! Oh my gosh, this is such a great day. Woo! Except for me.
First, you want to...
You want to be in a picture? No, it's your birthday. I'll take a picture of you. I was like, you want to be in a picture?
No, let me take a picture of both of you. Yeah. Hey, yo, Coco.
Should we buy two?
Well, let me take one out, and then I'm gonna like... Okay.
Oh, they're gonna lose.
Yes, and with the lighted one.
They're loose. So you come to these? I'm letting you
Okay,
do
I get
it.
really scared. Nobody's thing. It's kind of lighter.
Oh.
Because I'm just not skilled.
Oh, nice.
Okay, well, maybe not.
Let me grab.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare. I swear. More domestic capabilities. It's stuck in. Oh, look.
We didn't lift it up.
That's what I. Oh, now we can lift it up after I've done all this hard work. Okay. Maybe. I feel deeply hurt and offended right now.
Well, she got an Australian commercial.
That's true.
Maybe you get a commercial.
See, that would be nice. The candlelight.
How would we light a candle or something? Party City maybe commercial.
That's
No.
true.
We don't support Party City.
Wait, what's wrong with
No, I have no idea.
Cute.
Okay, just wanted to mention.
Oh wait, I just realized. No.
Con luz.
Solo con luz.
This is like camera.
With many. Yeah.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Please cumpleaños a David. Please cumpleaños a ti. Woo! Happy birthday.
I'm turning 40 and this is my first year of my 40s, so that's why the 40 number.
Oh.
Woo!
Happy birthday. Go on, sis.
Guys, it is later. It is around 8:30 or 9 or something, and we're gonna go to the San Sebastián. Wait, that's French. San Sebastian Street Festival. And I realized this is why I talk so funny, because I'm hanging out with a bunch of Latin Americans, like one American, and then the one white person is like Romanian. So if I talk like a foreigner, this is why, because I prefer hanging out with people from foreign countries. I don't know. Or very eccentric people, or both.
Tonight is the last night. I'm walking to my friend's Airbnb. Really pretty sunset. Love tropical sunsets. And I have mixed feelings about going home tomorrow. I've really missed my son. This is the longest I've gone without seeing him ever. But I really like, you know, being somewhere carefree, the getaway. I love Puerto Rico. I want to come back. It's a really long flight though. Like, it's a 10-hour thing to 4.5-hour flights with a 1-hour layover. But yeah, I want to take my son here, kind of like I was saying earlier, and do some more nature and enriching stuff, historical stuff. Yeah, I'm feeling really relaxed. Today I was out on my little deck area thing, and yeah, I was just doing some sunbathing, and I did 27 minutes of meditation and then qigong. So it's about an hour-long spiritual practice, which I want to keep up as an investment into my life and my productivity. Even though it is really time-consuming, I think that it should be worth it. Will pay off. Okay, I'm just gonna cross the street here. There's no crosswalks here, but I guess people don't need them here. I don't know, it seems fine. It is a little weird to not have a crosswalk for me, but you kind of start to get used to it. The Airbnb really started to feel like home to me after a little over a week. So I really liked my Airbnb. If I come back, I think I'd want to stay at the exact same Airbnb because I liked it that much. It was very Pinterest in there. I like the outdoor areas with outdoor shower and everything. Okay, so I don't know where my friends are, if they're at the beach or if they're at their Airbnb, so I'm gonna try to either meet up with them or hang out on the beach for the sunset. Yeah, that's my outfit. If you need a sarong, that's a vicious dog. You need a sarong if you're gonna go someplace tropical, that's what I say. Sarongs are the most versatile thing. You can make like so many different items out of it. It could be like a thing to keep you warm, or you could just wear it as like a skirt or a dress and it'd be very cool. Okay, well, I'm rambling now. Gotta see where my friends are. Is there Airbnb up there? I got the white one. Okay, talk to you soon.